Oh boy, I just got Rainbow Six Siege. I can't wait to play this game. I'm just gonna start up on Vulkan because my PC is kind of crap right now. I'm really excited to play this game for the first time. I wonder what kind of content there's gonna be. Like, I see so many YouTubers getting insane kills. You know, they have these kills called flicks. You know, they move their mouse so quickly. I don't even know how all this, just how do they do it? Just how? I wonder what I'm getting into. I'm so excited to play this game for the first time. So excited. What is going on, guys? Elite here, and welcome back to the channel once again with a brand new episode and another tips and tricks guide. And today we're going to talk about how to get in Rainbow Six Siege for the first time in 2020. So right now we are in year 5, which basically means that this game has been out for 5 years. And this video is dedicated towards the new players of Siege who picked it up for the first time. And if you picked it up for the first time, I welcome you to the Siege community and I welcome you to the game. So obviously from that weird ass intro that you saw, there was a lot to do in just the main menu. But we're not going to get into any gameplay, we're not going to get into some terrorist talk. I'm just going to be explaining the gist of each of every one of these these functions right here. So let me just turn off the music so that way I have more to work with in post-editing. Where is it? Right here. So I'm going to briefly explain some of the functions here and what they are and what you should do when you start up Siege for the first time. So when you start up Siege for the first time, you need to take a look at your settings. Take a look at your settings, and if you have a very low-end PC, or you just don't know what your PC can handle, you can auto-detect, and this will basically set your graphics to whatever your PC can handle. For me, it can handle ultra settings, but I really don't want to have that. I want it to have low. I don't know why it's at custom, but basically these will affect your performance. At least game performance, and they will help boost frames. Frames are very important over quality, but if you have a high-end PC, if you can achieve ultra graphics and high frames, then go for it. But for me, I just run everything on low. I don't know why it's everything at high, but yeah, take a look at your graphics, because Siege is a CPU heavy game. Basically, it will draw power from CPU, and that has an effect on your frames. Display, not really much to it. Just make sure you set your refresh rate to the appropriate setting. Full screen mode, that's self-explanatory. Aspect ratio, I have mine set to 4:3 instead of default. I did a video on aspect ratio explaining if it really affects your performance. The link to it is on the top right of the video right now, and take a look at that after this video, or take a look at it right now. And it basically explains field of view and aspect ratio primarily. Audio. This game can get a little bit loud, and adjust it to your liking. You can set to you can have push to talk on for voice chat. These are settings for voice chat. But if you don't have a mic, I suggest you get one, because Siege is a game that is centered around communication. Communication is very important, and people will get some sort of irked that you don't have a microphone, and that's okay to a certain extent, because in ranked everything happens more faster. As you level up, as you play more, things will tend to get faster, and you can't afford to use text chat. So play with your settings with your audio, and you'll get a feel for it. General, these are your these are all superficialist really, except for drone after prep and where was it? I know it was here somewhere. Controls. So yeah, just mess with these a little bit. These will, these are your indicators. But if you can have it set to normal preset, minimal, or custom. I just have everything set to normal because I don't really want to bother with it. But those are all personal preference. Controls, these are very important. So not only do you have to change your controls if you really want to, you have to look at them, because there are so many functions in this game that once you start up a game, you'll be like, how do I do this? How do I swap my weapon? Or how do I deploy my gadget? So take a look at these, adjust it to your liking, and see if it fits you. So you will have access, as a new player, and it doesn't show it here because I'm level 221, is that you will have access to 4 game modes. Well, 2 at this point actually. You'll have access to Quick Match, and newcomer playlist. So it's right here actually. Rules. So these are all the rules for the certain game modes. So for newcomer, you have 4-minute rounds, and you need 3 rounds to win. You have game modes that are set on bomb. You have to be level 50 or below in order to have this. After you reach level 50, and you pass that, you will not have access to the newcomer playlist. You might have access to unranked and ranked, but I suggest you play a little bit more before getting into this. And these X's and cross and check marks right here, they determine if this game mode has it or not. So for newcomer, it does not have a pick and ban system, but unranked and ranked does. Basically what that is, you can choose 1 attacker and 1 defender per team, and if you ban somebody, both teams will not have access to that operator. Squad MMR restriction. So basically that's if, let's say you're a new player and you're not ranked, but you're playing with a silver 1. There's a high chance that you might get queued up with them, and it's basically the MMR. It's a number system which determines your rank, and how high you're up in that certain rank. Once you reach unranked and ranked, you'll have penalty set if you abandon a match. So let's say for some reason that you're in the middle of a game, right, for unranked and ranked, and your internet cuts out, or you leave because your mom told you that you have to eat dinner, you will get a prompt that says, do you want to abandon this match? And if you do, you'll get the abandon sanction, which means that you will either lose MMR or you'll get a restriction on game modes such as unranked and ranked, and you won't be able to play them for say like 30 minutes. So yeah, be careful of those. So make sure everything is set before you go into unranked or ranked, especially ranked. You have plenty of maps here. This is for quick match, and it basically tells you what maps are in the game mode. So Ubisoft just added in Presidential Plain, Favela, and Fortress. They took out Chalet, Skyscraper, and Tower, which means that you won't be able to access these 3, and you'll have access to these. Reworked means that a current map has been redesigned from the ground up. Basically means that the original map is now into a new map. So let's take Bank for example, right? There's an upcoming Bank rework, I think, or maybe it was Skyscraper. Skyscraper and Bank is that at one point some of these maps, they will get reworked, meaning that they will look different, they will play different, they will just be a completely new map by itself. So that's what rework means. Let's go into unranked. Ranked plays similarly to ranked, but it doesn't affect your MMR, and these are the map rotations that you'll have access to. So you have Oregon, Clubhouse, Consulate, plenty of maps to learn, but I'll tell you how you can mitigate the whole stress on you, like, oh my god, I have to learn all these maps. So before you get into PvP, you'll be met with 2 things: training grounds and learning area. I suggest you go to learning area first, because it literally teaches you all the basics of Rainbow Six Siege. So you'll have 10 situations, or maybe 11 really, if you count Article 5, and these will go over the core basics and the core mechanics of Rainbow Six Siege. CQB basics, it'll teach you how to lean, it'll teach you how to go through rooms correctly. Suburban extraction, it will tell you how to extract a hostage from a fortified house. And it has all these objectives here that I think you should really take advantage of. So try to get all these stars because they will help you learn. So for example, finish a situation with at least 50 health remaining. So you got to be very careful in order to not lose your health. Using smoke grenades, so basically use your gadget, barricade 2 doors or windows. This will help you and learn map knowledge. So complete these situations, and after that, go into Article 5. What Article 5 is the last mission that you have to do, and it'll take everything from CQB basics to heavily fortified, and it will take all of that and put that into Article 5. So basically Article 5, it will test what you have learned. And after that, you're free to go into, say, quick match or newcomer. Tutorials. This is also good. They are videos, they are like 3 minutes long for all of them combined. This will tell you how to deploy and destroy barricades. This will tell you how to destroy walls and how they work. Floors too. Take a look through these. These are very helpful, even though they're only a minute 23. But they basically get the gist of how each map works, and well, not really how each map works, but how you know, what these maps hold and stuff like that. So take a look through them. We're gonna go into the icing of the cake. Operators. So right now there are more than 50 operators in the game. So you have attackers and defenders. And there's a lot to go through. Not really, but I'm not going to go in depth with each of these operators, so that would take too long. So basically, each of these operators, they have their unique gadgets, they have their unique skills, you know, and they play differently from each other, and some of them work in sync. So let's take Habana, or actually no, the best duo ever, Thermite and Thatcher. Thatcher can take out gadgets, anything that's electronic, and that can clear the way for Thermite so that he can breach walls that are, say, electrified or jammed by mute jammers or bandit charges. So yeah, learn, just play through these operators, read through them, and basically find out what suits you as you play, obviously. So I mean, you can't figure out, oh, I think I'm gonna do good with, let's say, Twitch without even playing it, because you need to play the operator in order to get, you know, understand it. So pick an operator in the round, go with it. You can choose to be that operator for the whole match if you want to. Just ask for it. And if someone politely asks, hey, can I have that operator? Switch to another one. Learn that other operator. Keep everything imbalanced. Don't just play Thermite for the next 3 months. Don't do that, because you're neglecting everything else that's here. There's so much to choose from, and you'll discover, you know, your actual playstyle. So let's say Ashe. Ashe is a fragger, meaning that she can get easy kills. She gets the opening picks. So those are the players that like, you know, really want to get into the action first. Thermite, support player, they stay behind, they drone people in. That's also an important thing. I'll get to that in a second. They just support the players in their team. They help them win the round. Defenders, they have their own skill sets as well. They also have 2 different terms that are unique to them, roamers and anchors. I'll get to that in a second. But basically the gist of it, learn each of these operators, attackers and defenders alike, and find out what suits you. So, well, attackers still. So attackers have fraggers, support, flex. Flex is a mix of support and fraggers, and I already briefly discussed them. Defenders, they have 2 unique roles, roamers and anchors. Good roamers are Jaeger and Caveira. Basically what they do is that they hide somewhere in the map, but that's not too far away from the map, and they basically stop people from getting into the building in the first place, pretty much. But basically the gist of roamers, you just go around the map, you get a kill, you displace, you get out of there, and you're basically a ghost. It's like you were never there in the first place. Anchors, it's the opposite to what roamers are. Good anchors are Smoke, Rook, Doc, Echo. And basically what they do is that they stay in sight, they hold sight with their life. So that's basically roamers and anchors described in a nutshell. Each of these operators, they have their own unique skill sets, and they play differently. Now, what is the Battle Pass? That's the next thing in this video. What is the Battle Pass? So basically it's literally what every other game is doing. Fortnite, PUBG, Call of Duty. And you get rewards for playing it, but you have to pay for the premium side of things. And yeah, I have $21 in my Steam wallet, but I'm trying to save up for Elite Dangerous Horizons. But you can choose to buy this if you want to. It's just cosmetics, really. But you know, you don't have to go through it, but play the game, earn rewards, and but yeah, that's basically it. You have all these challenges too that you can do. I'm halfway through my suppressor kills. It's a hassle, and such, but you know. Now you're wondering, what is this stuff? What is the currency? So the currency is in-game, obviously, and you can buy and these are the premium ones. So this is premium, this is in-game. The yellow one, that's called Renown, and you can buy let's say stuff in the shop. So you can say you can buy this bundle for weapons, skins, and attachments for 40,000, right? A lot of these are overpriced, and I don't buy them in my sense, but I just don't, because I don't bother with it. But you can if you want to, just to show off to your friends, hey, I got this skin. But if you don't have the Renown, you can opt in to buy actual R6 credits. That's the premium currency. It's right here, currency packs. You have to pay actual money for this stuff. So 2,400 R6 credits, that'll set you back 20 USD, 600, 5 USD. Do I bother with it? Not really. I don't really need to buy anything at this point, but you know, you can choose them. These 4 right here, these are your alpha packs. So alpha packs are basically the quote-unquote loot boxes of Siege, and when you win a game, you will have the chance to roll for an alpha pack. And this yellow bar right here, this indicates your chances of, you know, getting an alpha pack. So I have an 8% chance of getting an alpha pack, and obviously I'm pretty sure I won't get one. But if you win a game, you have a chance to roll. But if you don't get an alpha pack, your chances will increase. Same thing when you lose. When you lose, you won't roll, but your chances will increase. So yeah, play matches and increase chances to win an alpha pack, and after each win, roll for a new pack. You can get these new packs for renown. I wouldn't bother with it. Just play the game. Don't waste your renown on getting alpha packs. And you will get like rewards, just skins and charms and weapon skins. Some of them, a lot of them are pretty good. I mean, it's pretty satisfying when you get a legendary or an epic skin or something like that. But you know, pretty fun. This right here, it's activate boosters, so this will increase your renown gain. So you can only activate a booster one at a time. And you know, if you activate this for a day, you get more renown than you usually would. So daily challenges, you can do these. These are actually really good, and it will force you to play different operators than your actual mains. And not only that, it gives you more renown, gives you a chance to expand your knowledge about the game. So play 1 training ground missions as a Spetsnaz, win 1 training ground mission, basically what it is. Training grounds, I forgot to cover that. It's basically your PvE, basically PvE. And those are really great for learning the maps and learning how operators work. So take a look through them. Depending on what version of the game you bought, you will not have access to the DLC operators. So anything starting with Buck and over here, those are DLC ops. Anything on top, those are the original operators, and they will cost renown. I don't know how much they cost. Ubisoft changed it like so many times, but some of them will either cost, say, like 15,000 or 25,000, you know, so save up for that. But new DLC ops will cost 25,000 each. So Melusi, when she first came out, she was 25,000. Ace was 25,000. So you need to have at least 50,000 in order to get 2 of the new operators. But the older ones, so say like Buck and Blackbeard, if you don't have them, their cost will be probably 15,000 if anything, or 10,000 if you're lucky. But I don't know much about it. So, but they will cost renown. So basically, that's basically everything in this main menu right here. Once you reach, say, level 100, you'll be like, okay, I want to go play ranked. I want to get the highest rank. Don't even think about it. Play ranked for the experience and for the knowledge. Don't play ranked simply to get a picture. Don't. Because if you start doing that, you will get upset with yourself every time you lose. And you'll be like, oh my god, I can't reach plat. Don't even worry about it, okay? Just don't. Sure, granted, it's really satisfying when you reach a certain rank, but that will technically set you back, because that's all you're really going to start caring about. You're not going to care about how the game is working, how the operators work, all that sort of stuff. Just don't worry about it, because these are out of the question. They don't matter at all, whatsoever, okay? Because what makes me believe that is because of the hacking problem that's in this game. Because these stuff, they don't matter, because you can be a platinum and end up being a hacker. I've seen that happen, but just don't worry about it. People tend to steer away from this game because of the fact of the sheer knowledge of it. Don't worry about it. We all went there at one point. I was there at one point, and there is so much that I still have to learn about every one of these operators. You know, you know, how to use them effectively, more effectively than I do them now. So it's gonna take time. Okay, it's gonna take time. Again, don't worry about your rank. Don't worry about how good you're going to be and how good you think you're going to be. Just worry about your knowledge. One day, you will get your first ace. And for those who don't know what aces are, it's basically getting 5 kills. So you will be put into 5v5 situations, and if you alone get all 5 kills on the enemy team, that's an ace, and you will be happy with it. Trust me, there's no better feeling than that. Anyway guys, that's going to conclude this video of how to get into Rainbow Six Siege in 2020. I hope this was very informative, and I hope it helped. So let me know down below in the comments if this did help you. If not, let me know what I can improve on. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, dislike it. I won't bite. Subscribe to see more fresh FPS content and more tips and tricks videos. Those will help me a lot, and I've been very, very appreciative of the support that you guys have given me over the past few weeks. It's been insane. We are close to 300 subscribers, very close. It's not much, but it's honest work. Anyway guys, again, subscribe to see more fresh FPS content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.